Yo, you there? How's everybody? I'm just wondering if I stopped the stream. Did I just fuck up the stream, or are we all okay? I may have fucked up the stream, eh? Oh, I'm an asshole. How you doing? Yeah, I totally fucked up the stream. I'm such an asshole. I pressed the wrong buttons. Dude, we gotta put the lobby main show buttons very far away from the start-stop buttons. They gotta be completely in a different area of this thing, because obviously I can't be trusted to press the right buttons. What are you gonna do? What can you do? So now this stream won't even show up as Old Man Listens to Iron Maiden. Maybe you want to go change that. Look for the live stream if you can, Poem, and let's get that shit back up. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Wherever this show may find you. Hello and welcome to Old Man Listens to Iron Maiden. We're going to listen to the new Iron Maiden album. I can't fucking wait for this. Are we on Twitch as well? Twitch! Yeah? Okay, good. Everything's back. So yeah, man, we're going to do the new Iron Maiden album. Senjutsu. Did you see the thumbnail for this? Yeah, dude, well, I'm doing the preamble, Poem, so if you can, just fix up the YouTube, like the titles and shit. I'm sorry, I fucked it up. Thanks, dude. You got it already? You're on it? Just talking to our producer, man, that's all. Our producer's back to putting the thumbnail and making everything good and fixing what I fucked up. Yeah, man, so today we're going to do the brand new Iron Maiden album, Senjutsu. I didn't know this record was going to drop. Suddenly it drops. Now, how many of you are Iron Maiden fans, and where did you get on? See, everybody fucking killer thumbnail, right? Dude. Fucking Blumpy is a champ. You guys need to fucking listen to me. Blumpy is a massive talent. If you get to see, if you're on Zoom, get on Zoom, okay? But if you ever have a chance to see this guy work live, you'll be amazed. You know how it is that you're amazed the way fucking Bob Ross pumps out those paintings in 22 minutes? It's fucking Michael Osterhout, Blumpkin. He's insane. Okay, so you see, and the thing is I want these answers, right? So I'm seeing some, like, what I consider big music heads, like Lapsorium, you're new here type of thing, but I've noticed it's just, you're a big music guy. You're not really a fan, but you're willing to give it a chance. Okay. You know, because the thing is if you grew up with it, then it's one thing. You have to be of a certain age to have grown up with it. You see, the first out where I got on with Iron Maiden is Number of the Beast. That's the first Iron Maiden album I had. I think that takes me to 1982. That makes me 12 years old. So I had Number of the Beast when I was 12. I've told the story before. I was one of those kids who, after school, even in elementary school, I started working at 12 years old. So one of the reasons I wanted to do that is because I wanted to buy my own shit. And I used to deliver groceries from a convenience store in my corner. He used to pay me $1 an hour and whatever tips I got, and I never got tips. So basically, I essentially made $1 an hour. At the end of a 12-hour day, which is what I would put in on Saturdays and Sundays, I'd make $24. Child fucking labor, of course, but the fuck did I know? I didn't care. The guy gave me cash money. I was able to take it. Every time that I took $10, every time that I had $10, it meant I could buy a new cassette. So I was the kid, the young kid with the records. I was the young kid with the tapes. Because while other kids were buying a whole bunch of other things, I was buying comic books and music. Those were my two drugs, comic books and music, from a really young age. And I knew it's like, well, look, gonna fucking hassle my parents for everything I want? No. So I'm gonna work. So Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast, is not a cassette that I bought, but that summer, not that summer, that year, so it must have been Christmas 1982, I had gotten way into music and everything, and that's what I wanted for Christmas. I wanted music, so I gave my mom a list of albums that I could have, and I got, that's what it is that I received for, Christmas 1982. Or Christmas 1983 sounds more like it. That would make me 13. I remember exactly the cassettes. They bought me 3 cassettes for Christmas, or my mom did. I don't know if there were any other presents. We weren't the wealthiest family, so that could have been it. And the thing is with me, it was fine, because I had a boombox in my room. So I'd go in there with my cassettes, and I'd fucking rock that shit. I'd lock myself in my room and listen to music. And one of the very first cassettes that I ever had, that my mom got me for Christmas in 83, was The Number of the Beast. Along with that, I got a copy of Ozzy Osbourne. Which one? Diary of a Madman. It was Ozzy Osbourne, Diary of a Madman, Iron Maiden, and I think the third cassette may have been an AC/DC cassette, like Dirty Deeds or something like that. 3 metal cassettes. And I've been an Iron Maiden fan ever since. All right? Jake Wynn says, I've never been an Iron Maiden fan explicitly, but you know The Number of the Beast. Okay, and you know the singles. All right. And you've heard this. But to me, you have to understand, people, I'm not somebody who compares a band's stuff to their best. This is not what I look for. Iron Maiden is Iron Maiden, who they are right now, and I bought the record for whatever it is that they are right now. And I know they tend to go into longer songs, and I'm all about it. I'm okay with it. Okay? And frankly, I was saying this, I've said this a couple of times to a few people, but I was just saying it most recently on chat, on Zoom chat, the patron chat, that I paid $60 for this record. Okay, so it cost me $60 for the 3 LP set. If that $60 allows me to hang out with a bunch of Iron Maiden fans and listen to the new Iron Maiden album together, it was worth it to me. It was worth it because I bought the experience. I didn't just buy the album. I bought the experience of being able to listen to it with other Maiden fans, with other people, and listen to it with people maybe who don't know Iron Maiden. Yeah, maybe this isn't where it is that you should start with Iron Maiden, but it doesn't matter, does it? You give a piece of music a listen. And me, I go in completely open-minded when it comes to this, okay? So, give me whatever it is that you got, wherever it is that you are right now, Iron Maiden. The last album that I really liked from them was Dance of Death. The song No More Lies is an all-timer for me, a beast of a song. So that I liked that album and I saw that tour. All right, folks. You enjoying yourselves? You'll notice our patron count has jumped up to 834. Kind of nuts, right? I'm very much enjoying all of you new patrons, like a lot. You're very engaging. I say it more than once and I mean this so much. You guys have to realize that I choose you as my audience also. Okay? I'm not a YouTuber who's looking to blow up the channel. I'm not a Twitch guy that's looking to blow up the channel, and I'm not working to blow it up either. I'm somebody who wants to play music, who loves music and wants to do it for the rest of his life, and he wants to do it with people, in a room full of people that are cool. Whether they like the music or not, that they're cool. That they're not fucking assholes. I don't want that. So, you know, I fill the room with my people. Is it because I need you to agree with me? No, I don't need you to agree with me. I just need you not to be an asshole. I want to be the biggest asshole in the room. And I think I'm pretty much doing a good job of that. You don't do things for the people that don't like you. You do it for you, and you find the people who do. And so, a lot of you new people have been an absolute joy to hang out with. Like, you really add something to the community. You add with your conversation, with your personalities, and I mean, you're my people. I mean, this is cool. You know, it's like I'm making online friends that I know. Some I'm going to see every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Others I see a whole lot at night. But I see a revolving group of people that connect on a regular basis. So FM Gary, Leon Ilian, Jack Wynn, Hardcastle. I know all these guys. I don't know Dennis Doe, though. Sean 25 Music, TJ Minosa. I know all these guys. I don't know Dennis Doe. So Doe, listen to me. You can see that we all know each other here. And we're going to listen to some music, and it's going to be great. What it is that I'd like to do is I'd like to invite you to join our conversation, to stay in our conversation, by becoming a patron. Everybody in this group is a patron. That's one of the things that's beautiful. It's their spot. So you can become a patron for as little as $2 or $5 a month. Yeah. So $2 or $5 a month, Dennis, though. If you've heard any of my shows, you have absolutely heard the pitch. I want you to know that the pitch isn't for everybody. I'm not looking for everybody. I'm looking for people specifically who understand what I'm trying to do, or at least dig what I'm trying to do. The good parts and the bad parts. The cringe-inducing parts and the parts that are fucking perfect for the Hallmark Channel. It's called life. It's not perfect. It's kind of sad that that's what makes this gonzo radio. Up, down, we do it all. But in the thing, throughout the entire thing, we got one constant, and that's music. Ah, does that sound familiar? No matter what's happening in your life, up, down, bad day, good day, you acted like an asshole, you didn't act like an asshole. You got that one constant, music. It's like your heartbeat. It's there all the time, keeps you company. Well, guess what, friends? I understand. I make my life out of talking about music. I make my life out of serving people like yourselves who love music and listening to as much as I can. So, to me, I bought this record for the privilege of being able to listen to it and connect with other Maiden people, of which there don't seem to be very many. Like, where are my old heads? Where the fuck are the old guys? No one was around for Power Slave? Gary, you weren't... Gary! You weren't an Iron Maiden fan? You're too cool for that? Fucking Gary. So 44, you're not a patron? No, sorry, 44. That's... I mean, you definitely knew who Iron Maiden was. It was inescapable at that time. I mean, listen... And it's true. And of course, listen, I don't say this to talk down, but I mean, if you're in your 20s and 30s, I get it. It's of a different age. It is. It's kind of like when it is that I see some of the guys that come from the age before me fucking completely nerd out when, like, King Crimson puts out a new record or Yes puts out a new record. And it's like, bitch, fucking Yes. Like, Yes's huge period was the 70s, and I loved the 80s. But there are some fans that go beyond that period and just completely follow their career. And usually what you'll notice is it's a generational thing. If you grew up with it, you follow it beyond the quote-unquote glory years. Springsteen fans buy all the Springsteen albums. The rest of us, varying degrees. Some of us need only Born in the USA. Maybe some of us only need Nebraska. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Only the good die young. Now I'm fucking talking. Finally, somebody that understands what I'm talking about. So, Iron Maiden, yeah, man. If you're in your 30s, if you're in your 20s, I guess you weren't there. That's it. Does that make it a bad thing? No, not at all. What it is that you're gonna do is when you see the older guys, you're gonna be in a room with a bunch of old farts that are fucking reliving Maiden. And to me, that's the fun. The fun isn't only the actual music. The fun is being able to hang out and connect, man, over music that we love. So, I understand the Radiohead fans. I understand the Kanye fans. I do. On Friday, Taylor Swift fans are going to get theirs, and their little clique is going to come together, and we're going to be in a bunch of stands, and they're going to call me daddy, and all of this nonsense. We know that's coming Friday. But the reason I'm doing Iron Maiden is because now I want it to be my room. More than ever, because I'm present here, because I'm an old guy, and because I grew up on this. This is part of my life. And I'm happy to be listening to the new Iron Maiden album. And I haven't even dropped the needle on it, and it was already worth it, because the feels that I'm getting, just talking the way I'm talking, and being around other people while we do this, to me is a privilege. I'm proud of it. Let's listen to this piece of music. If you like it, you go pick it up. If you don't like it, you don't know anything to it. But chances are, a conversation about Iron Maiden will happen. And if you become curious and you follow the conversation, you might hear about this and you might hear about that, and there you go. Not only have you listened to a new piece of music, but what it is that you've done is you've entered a conversation about something specific. You've entered the hive mind. The hive mind, there's the ones who give, there's the ones who take. There's the ones who contribute, but not necessarily knowledge. Everybody contributes something. They contribute a vibe. They tip the patron. They tip the DJ. They're patrons. They contribute knowledge. Everybody contributes something to the hive mind. The hive mind is this fucking couch, this virtual couch that we have. We sit down, we groove, we hang out. It's an awesome thing to do in the middle of the day. And I'm really happy that there's so many of you that do this with me. So, I'm going to get started on side one here. New people. If you dig what I do here, what we do here, you dig the community, yes, it's special. Yes, there's nothing else like it. Yes. This is Gonzo Radio and it doesn't exist anywhere else. I absolutely know that I am the only fucking guy to do it. I know this. That's all right. I like it that way. If you like it, support it. No radio station pays me. That means that nobody tells me what to do either. That means I play what I want. I say what I want. And I play to my audience. So, patreon.com/vinyljunkies. Go become a patron. Support this shit. Be a part of it. Join the conversation for as little as $2 or $5 a month at patreon.com/vinyljunkies. Me, I'm Sam. I got a nice cup of coffee waiting here for me. The fucking bong. I forgot to turn on the bong. What an asshole I am. You understand? I'm a man of habit. Do you understand how much this fucks me up? This is like fucking, this is like fucking pipeline across the tundra. Do you know what that means? Do you know what pipeline across the tundra means? You don't know what that means. Okay, let me explain pipeline across the tundra. When I live in Canada, Much further north than me, there's the fucking tundra. It's very, very cold. Not a whole lot lives there. But there are animals. There are deer. Right? There are are there elk? Yeah, are there elk? Yeah, there's probably elk, right? There are moose. Right? Animals up there. Now these animals have migratory patterns. You understand? They got their own fucking highways in their own head. Migratory patterns. Now, the minute it is that you lay pipeline across one of their migratory patterns, even though they could go over it and it doesn't get in their way or whatever that the case may be, it completely affects their migratory patterns. They change everything. Why am I saying all of this? Because this motherfucking bong is supposed to be warm right now. Because I like my little routine. I drop the needle on the record. I drink some coffee. By this point, the edibles have kicked in, and they have. The edibles are kicked in, so I'm perfectly grooving. But you people know what I'm talking about. Some of you do. That smoke. When you have that smoke when you're listening to a new piece of music, you understand how how amazing that is, right? Other potheads will understand. No, I think anybody could understand. I mean, or is it just me who kind of who likes the ritual of making a cup of coffee and enjoying a cup of coffee while doing something that is pleasurable, you know? Or making yourself a drink, or whatever the case may be, whatever your ritual may be. But do any of you have listening rituals when you're listening to a new record? You're seeing my listening ritual. Right now, there's pipeline across the fucking tundra. So I'm going to talk to you for a little while. You guys, will you keep me company while my bong warms up? I thought I was going to start right away, and it's like, no, I want my bong to warm up a little bit. Yeah, you guys have any do you have any rituals that come into that come into your listening experience, especially vinyl people, right? Okay, so Zangy right away understands. A bowl before needle drop, a beer or two during the record. Okay. Yeah, I don't drink anymore. I gave up everything. I'm 51 years old and I've decided I'm too fucking big. I need to lose weight. I need to get healthy, like, you know, take advantage of all that. So I stopped drinking because those are the easiest, to me, that's the easiest thing to give up. Giving up that is a lot fucking easier than giving up chocolate, for example. Oh my God, chocolate. But coffee, I can do. Right? No sugar, no nothing, coffee. No problem. Beautiful thing. So, right now, this is one of my most cherished parts of the day. Hanging out with you all, listening to a record together, my cup of coffee, my bong, which is warming up, and you drop the needle. It's cool, man. And what makes this album special is specifically because I grew up with it. Because I want to hang out with other Iron Maiden fans. Fuck. How many times have I seen Iron Maiden? Let me think about this. This is, I saw the Somewhere in Time tour. Fear of the Dark. Seventh Son. I've seen all those tours. I've seen Iron Maiden about 6 times. 6, 7, 8 times. Something like that. Like, I've seen Iron Maiden at least 6 times. And if you talk to any of us old guys, you're going to see that it's not uncommon. Can't explain it, man. They do something a different way. I mean, to me, there's certain bands that can just capture like stadiums. And they do it over and over and over and over again, no matter where they are in their career. Still doing it. And you see these old men still do it with a good amount of energy. And Bruce Dickinson is still fucking jumping around and shit. The dude's versatile as fuck, huh? He's a pilot. He's the one who flies the band from one area to the other. He pilots the band. I mean, the album art's amazing too. Where are we with this bong? We got time to look at it, so why don't we look at the album art? I'll show you the inside, I'll show you the outside. I'm pretty sure these are available everywhere, so... Here, let me get the camera in. Okay, so this is the front art. Okay. Like it? Awesome, right? This is the back cover. Now, it's a triple gatefold, okay? So, hold on a sec. There's this here. No, not this one, but this one here. This is the third triple gatefold, which is basically the title. So sorry if I'm not talking into the mic. I'm trying to do a bunch at the same time. And the inside art, guys, is going to blow your fucking mind. The inside art is absolutely gorgeous. Like classic, as a matter of fact. Let's see if I can't get... How do I do that? Here, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Is that insane? It's fucking great, man. I mean, that's absolutely classic. It's really beautiful. It's a gorgeous package. The records seem well pressed. We're going to see what they sound like, but I'm going to assume that they sound good because the reason that they're spread out over 3 LP is because they made sure they didn't cram too much music. Okay? So the 3 LP thing actually is good for audio fidelity. I would assume that it's going to sound good. We'll find out. If it doesn't sound good, of course, I'll be disappointed, but I don't think so. I think it's going to sound good because, I mean, like some of the later sides, they're just long, epic songs, and the songs are 12 minutes long. If you're putting 12 minutes on a side of vinyl, there's all the space in the world. It's going to sound amazing. If you got a good cutting engineer who does this properly and everything, it's going to sound amazing. So, we'll see about that, you know? There are a bunch of different variants, I'm sure, colors and all the rest of this. Yeah, man, Derek Riggs album covers. Well, fuck, Gary, if you know who Derek Riggs is, then you're obviously a Maiden fan, right? What's the first Maiden album that you listened to, Gary? You're exactly the guy I'm trying to connect with. You're standing there like Nukuguts. I'm trying to fucking talk to another Maiden fan. I feel like I'm over here in the fucking wilderness. Where are my old guys at? Fucking Gary, wake up! June, turn on his fucking hearing aids. That's the fucking problem with my wingmen when I do these shows. You do these older guys, they're all suffering from arthritis. They got hearing aids, they can't hear a fucking thing. That's why metal music is so loud at these shows. Because half the audience can't hear. The Trooper. The Trooper is, that's, what's it called? Peace of Mind. The Peace of Mind album. All right. The inner sleeves are printed also, by the way. Lyrics and everything are... Oh, fuck, I should show you the inner sleeve. The inner sleeve is like this, okay? This is the inner picture. And on the other side of every sleeve is lyrics and more pictures. In other words, it's pretty immersive as a package. And Iron Maiden is known for that. Like, I mean, I was a little kid who used to just read the lyrics along with the songs type of thing. And Iron Maiden's always done that. So, it's cool that that's been carried forth here as well. All right. I think I might be ready here. New people, are you enjoying it? You enjoying the show? Good. I'd like to invite you to join us by becoming a patron at patreon.com/Vinyl Junkies. Let's do this. Side 1. New album from Iron Maiden came out a few weeks ago, Senjutsu. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Great. So what was that? 3 songs? Okay. Interesting. A bunch of thoughts came fairly immediately to mind. One of the first thoughts is that Iron Maiden seems to have become a prog band. There's a lot more proggy elements now than there were before. They still have that undeniable ability to just write great riffs and just play music that kind of like takes you along. Lyrics, vocally, and instrumentally, the entire band works as a cohesive unit really good. Really, really well. Even if you're not understanding the lyrics, you can already tell that he's telling you a story. Because the way it is that he's phrasing it tells you he's telling you a story. The way the music plays along with all of that tells you that there's a story. And I'm here for it, man. I'm like totally here for it. To me, it's kind of like the way, this is kind of like, and I saw it coming already. I saw it coming at around A Matter of Life or Death. But I think it's brilliant that they're where they are right now. And I'll tell you why. I'll outline exactly why. Bruce Dickinson is not the same singer he used to be. Bruce Dickinson cannot pull off those screams anymore. It's just he's not a young man anymore. The guy's got to be in his 50s, 60s. The voices change. You lose your timbre. So, what they did is they adapted their music. And they did so, it's not just tastefully, but it's like, look, man, you know, this is what it is that we're working with kind of thing. Not only tastefully, but they did it and carved out a really interesting niche. I think I like the prog Iron Maiden. I think I'm here for this. It's a different thing. I'm listening to this, and as I was listening along, one of the things that it compelled me to do is to start reading the lyrics. And I think that's what I'm going to start doing with Sides 2. I don't know if this is a concept album, so I don't know if the concept goes all the way through. But, I mean, yeah, this to me is absolutely worth my while. I love it. But in my head, it's kind of like, okay, well, you got the metal Iron Maiden, and then you got this, you know? I think it's amazing that when a band changes, they adapt to their sound too, in a way that matters. Do I think that this would sound great live? That's another question that I was asking myself. So yeah. I think Iron Maiden's one of those bands that's like, I mean, this is their 17th record. So they're one of those bands that, when you go catch, you know, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I saw them during this album tour. You know? A lot of us have a history with the band, so as a Maiden fan, as an old Maiden fan, this makes me happy. Yeah, this is more stately. Sure. Absolutely. There's still that it's not bombastic anymore, but it's grandiose. How's that? They've replaced the bombast with grandiosity. And I'm all about it, man. I really dig it. I don't know what the songs are, what the names of the songs are, dude. I don't know any of that shit. I'm listening for the first time here, and I mean, I'm happy with it, that's for sure. You guys enjoying it? I hope so. All right. How about new people? Weigh in. What did you new folk think of it? Because you're listening to this for the first time, right? I mean, a lot of you like didn't, you know, grow up with Iron Maiden or might not know it and stuff. So how's it ringing in your ears? I'm always curious. All right. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. If you're on the YouTubes, 27 of you there and only 14 likes. Come on, you can do better than that. Throw a like our way if you're enjoying yourself. Seems like a nice thing to do, right? Can we get our likes up to 30? Sure we can. If you enjoy what we do, join the conversation. Become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $2 or $5 a month. You know the address because it's right at the bottom of the screen. It's always there. Patreon.com/VinylJunkies. All right. I'm ready for side 2. I hope that you are too. My bong should absolutely be ready by now. Side 1 is other side. This is this side. Okay, so let's do this side now. We got 2 songs on this side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get the inners, and maybe if there's lyrics, I'm going to try to follow along. What's the name of the first song on side 2? I'm going to have to check. Poem disconnected, so I'm flying solo right now. I got to do my research here. If any of you want to help along and you want to tell me what song 2 is, song 1 on sides 2 is, but hold on, I'm about to get the answer. It's called Lost in a Lost World. Ah, there we go. Lost in a Lost World. For this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow along with the lyrics and try to grab it from like 13-year-old me's perspective, 14, 15, when I used to sit there with lyric sheets. And the difference is now that I'm 50, 51, and I got a nice warm bong, and I'm going to hit it like a motherfucker. And I got all of you to do it with. It's kind of cool. All right. I'm your vibe merchant. Would you buy me a coffee? I'm thirsty. Would you buy me my coffee? Tip your waiter, man. Tip your DJ. Tip your vibe merchant. Sam. This fucking Sam guy. He works hard. You know what? I like what this fool brings to the table. I think I'm going to tip him. Yeah, you know what, dude? That sounds like a really cool thing. Thanks, dude. I'm glad you like what I do. I work hard for the money. No one will say that I don't earn it. Like doing it. I like watching, knowing that you guys are watching the channel too. And you're part of this evolution. You're along for the ride. We're doing this together. It's fucking awesome. Okay. Where are we going to go now? We're going to go to side 2. Give this a listen. Smoke them if you got them. I plan to. Lost in a Lost World.
All is not, it seems to be on the outside. Sometimes what appears to be is a show. What shows in the face is only a mirror. We all have some better places to go. To say things that we should have heard long ago. from thoughts in my head. Ancestors we ever heal our old wounds like forever darkness won, fighting for their lives again. So come on now, don't be afraid. This is where destiny lies, just to let us breathe again. Put upon this earth to wander and to walk forever lost, with the ashes of our enemies to live among our ghosts. Of our past fear nothing, life is but a better path to joy. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, our whole nation overrun, its self-existence under threat, and soon will be none of us left. Remember names of all our dead now, in enemies that fled, reaching for our sky forever free, a sadness that is proud, as the clouds all drift away now, until we meet again.
First song on this side, to me, is a classic Iron Maiden song. They still got that writing style. The change in tempo was amazing. I loved it. I mean, again, you can take it in whatever context that you want. I mean, I'm a lifelong Maiden fan, so it's not like the early thing. Has Iron Maiden become one of those nerd bands where it's only us old guys? You know? Have I become the next generation of like Yes or King Crimson fan? All those prog nerds I make fun of. I think so. I'm one of those nerds. I mean, I would guess, right? You go watch an Iron Maiden concert these days, it's going to be a lot of fucking gray hairs, man. There's going to be a lot of bald heads. Lots of geezers, man. Guys like us, we got a little older, you know? But I like it. I mean, and then I thought about what the shows would be like. And Iron Maiden are pros. So we know that if they're touring off the back of this album, for example, they're going to make the tour a showcase of this album, and they're going to present it. And then you're going to get an entire fucking set of Killer. And that's a pretty good musical presentation to me. Have you ever seen Iron Maiden live? It's pretty awesome, especially if you know the old stuff. You're in that crowd, you're singing along to fucking Run to the Hills. I mean, it's kind of awesome. When they start fucking breaking into Hallowed Be Thy Name live, it's like beastly. Absolutely beastly. Iron Maiden delivers a hell of a show to me. Bruce Dickinson understands the theater of the stage. He's a pro. These guys are pros. But I like that Bruce Dickinson understands the theater of the stage. He does. He goes on and he puts on the fucking... When he does Aces High, he puts on the fucking old pilot helmet and goggles. You know? It's... Yeah, man. They're kind of awesome. They're kind of fucking awesome. I like this band. It'd be fun to be able to catch a show with like some of you guys. It's like, fuck, can you imagine? Side 3 is the other side. We're going to hear a song called The Time Machine, and then we're going to go into Darkest Hour. Folks, I don't know how long this is going to last, but we're probably going to get blasted off YouTube because I've already received a copyright warning. And that will suck for you because by the time we're done with this, you guys will have gotten only half of the album on the YouTubes. So my suggestion to you is head off to Twitch because eventually I'm going to have to shut YouTube down. Sorry, folks, not about me, you know. That's the way it works. Should I go take a piss? I should go take a piss. I can't do Bing Bong. I gotta fucking get to this. Do this. Listen to this.
Sword by an empty whim. Follow me now to a place we begin, wrought with no anger, wrought with no fear. Devilish children hidden in silence below barren waste, confusion, hunger. Am I still betrothed to despair. Our son